Hey, I'm Shelby.
And I'm Courtney.
We're exploring our past
Looking forward to our future.
and living for the present,
All
all
while
while learning
learning
how to
how to
live
live
magic.
magically.
I think we need to change the intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're basically like only living in the past because we only talk about what's happened the last 2 weeks since we now only pod every other week.
But we're gonna get back on it in the new year. I have confidence. I don't have confidence like in December, the rest of December, but January, maybe.
Maybe after I run the half marathon that I'm not trained for.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. What is the actual date of the half?
Well, I know we fly in like the 8th, so I think we fly in Wednesday, the 9th, 10th, maybe the 11th.
Oh, I thought it was like right, like first weekend.
No, oh my gosh, I didn't tell you. Want to know what we're doing the first weekend of January?
What?
We booked a trip, me, Kyle, Reed, and Ange to New York.
No, stop.
Just for like the weekend. We're literally going like Friday morning and like take coming home Sunday morning. But it's like our Christmas for each other. Like we don't do gifts for each other, so we're just
Yeah,
like go to New York. It's also Reed's birthday that
cool.
weekend, so it's like a 2-in-1 celebration.
Okay, we need to chat about that. That's so exciting.
Yeah, we're very excited. We Ange and I have been planning it, and like the boys obviously know nothing, and
Amazing.
just been like looking up all these things. Ange works for a hotel, so we
Yeah,
got
yeah.
a like really great price on a hotel, like basically right in Times Square.
Where are you staying?
I don't know. I could tell you it's in
Okay.
my, but um, we obviously want to see Bryant Park. It's gonna be full blown Christmas still. It's
It's
like
so
that last
cool. Yeah.
weekend. Like we're gonna be like that last weekend, which I feel like is like either good or bad because I feel like it could be like past the holidays, maybe everybody's over it, or is it the last weekend? It's still gonna be mobbed.
It's hard because New York gets like an insane amount of traffic for the ball drop.
I know, but we're going like days after,
Right, right, right.
so hopefully all those people are gone, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wait,
Well,
what day do you leave New York? This is so funny.
we we the Friday the 3rd, I think.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
We're like there the 3rd and 4th, and we come home the 5th.
Okay. I think I fly in on the 6th, 7th.
What the heck? So you're not gonna be there when I'm there for the
No,
half?
I'm gonna miss you.
What the crap?
I know. That's why I thought it was no, I lied. We're flying in the 12th. The 11th? The 12th.
Okay, so you will still be home when we're at Disney.
Maybe when do you that's what I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, the race
Oh,
is like 9:10 or no, because
it's
the 12th is a Sunday.
okay. So then the race is the 11th.
Yeah, so yeah.
So we fly in Wednesday night, like kind of late, and then we fly home Sunday morning. My parents are coming, so you know mom's
Right,
gonna
right,
want.
right. I want to see mom.
Okay, great.
Good. Amazing. This is so exciting.
Yeah, so maybe we won't be potting every week again until middle of January.
We're gonna figure it out, guys. It's fine. Um, we should I want to know more about what you're planning on doing, so we'll have to chat more, but the TLDR is avoid that stinky cheese in Bryant Park because it's a
Yeah,
replica of the Epcot cheese.
obviously, I already knew that. But I did see that there's a s'mores situation over
Hmm.
in Park. Um, Obviously, we found a couple of rooftop bar situations. You know, Ange is like down for a rooftop.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
the boys on Saturday. So I don't know if I told you, but Kyle won like a work poker tournament, and
Cool.
yeah, like online. And the prize was that when he was playing, the prize was that you get two like tickets to any sporting event you want.
Hmm.
So like, besides like the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So Kyle's like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be great. And then after he won, they were like, you can get two tickets up to $250, like together,
So
which
like a nosebleed at like the Cubs game.
maybe, yeah, because
Yeah.
like here, like in the Boston area, you cannot go to a sporting event for that price.
No.
not at all. So when we were planning this trip, they looked at like basketball games in New York because that's what they do. And Kyle's like, well, we could just like get 4 tickets and then take off my $250 and whatever. So they want to do that, but they want to go to Brooklyn for that.
Oh, great.
So we would explore Brooklyn a little, which we've done some research and there's some cool areas over there. But now they're like, maybe we don't go to the game. Who knows? So we'll see where we end up. But
This is a lot.
yeah, I'm like, let's go see the Rockettes.
Yeah, you would love the Rockettes, I
I
feel
would
like.
die to see the Rockettes.
Yeah,
But also, when we were looking, because it's going to be colder than
right?
it's like January, you can do like a tour of Radio City Music Hall or
Cool.
even a tour of Madison Square Garden. And it's like $40 a person, which is not bad. I don't
No.
think. It's like an hour tour, but you get to see like backstage, like you get to go like on the stage, like in Madison Square Garden, you see like the locker room. So the boys would
Cool.
that's really cool. And then the Radio City Music Hall, you like meet a Rockette, and I was like, wow, that seems so cool. So that's on our like if it's really cold and we need to go inside list of things to do.
I love
But
that.
yeah,
I
anyhow,
bet you're watching for Jimmy Fallon ticks.
I think he's off then
Oh, yeah.
because I briefly look it up. He's off. I did, even though I haven't in a long time, look up Peloton classes.
Nice, nice. Great.
Maybe that'll be my one day of training before the half marathon.
Yeah, that's fine.
Anywho, so more to come on that. But yeah,
Cool. Exciting.
for us to tell you that.
Yeah. Amazing. Okay. Well, love that for you.
Okay.
Um, Tell me about Thanksgiving.
Oh my God, I haven't talked to you since Thanksgiving.
I know.
Thanksgiving. It was good. Yeah. I mean,
Did you make anything? Like, what was your special dish?
what did I make this year? Oh,
Yeah.
I made the little cheese pumpkin pie looking things.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
They're
made
like,
those.
yeah.
They were cute. Actually, we had Sadie slept over like Tuesday into Wednesday. So her and I baked an apple pie for them.
Oh,
And
yeah, that because that was Dancing with the Stars finale.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then Lorraine always made like a pork pie, which yeah, I used to always like make fun of her and she would always be like, Shelby, you want some pork pie? And I'm like, Lorraine, nothing, absolutely not.
Yeah.
And that was like something their family like loved. Well, I should say like Tom loved because Kyle doesn't really eat it either.
Yeah.
But so I made them a pork pie.
What is in it?
Oh, it's like literally like pork, ground pork. It's ground pork, ground like beef, and like mashed potatoes, like all
Oh,
together, literally in like a pie crust
like a
with a
shepherd's pie. Yeah.
yeah, with like a pie thing on top too.
Cool.
I know once I made it, I was like, it doesn't sound terrible, but I still don't really want it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel that.
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't really make, yeah, no, I left the cooking up to my aunt and uncle do it right next door. So it's kind of nice. We just like walk on over.
Nice. And like your parents come to that too.
Yeah,
Cool. That's great. That's so easy.
small town problems.
Yeah.
What did you do? You didn't have like anybody in town.
Yes. My mom and Gary left to visit Gary's family in Denver. So we went and saw Moana 2. Have you seen it yet?
No,
Oh my God. And
I've heard
then
not great things.
I want my money back. I mean, I'm sad. I'm really sad about it because I watch Moana, the real one, like almost every night to fall asleep.
Okay,
So,
so I haven't seen it yet, but I feel like Ashton's description of it maybe is fits best. And she said you can tell that it was supposed to be a Disney Plus movie.
yes, yes.
So, and she's like, in the music, in the soundtrack, like wasn't good. And I was like, yeah, obviously we knew that.
I don't think I could sing you any, even like a line from the new movie.
Oh my gosh, I have to see it, but I think I'm waiting until it comes out because
It has like, I will say like a singular redeeming quality is like Moana's has like a little sister. That's not like a surprise. It's like the first scene, but like she's really cute. And that's like my takeaway from the whole thing is like, because like baby Moana was so
Yeah.
cute. So this is like another cute baby Moana. So I'm like into
So I
that,
know,
but
well, so Sadie went and saw it and she liked it. She did not say it was better than the first, but Todd, my brother-in-law,
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
he was like, I really liked it. I would almost say it was better than the first. And I was like, I hear you're crazy. And
Wow.
but Sadie said she cried.
Well, I've heard a lot of kids find it to be pretty scary. Was she scared or she cried
No,
like from what?
cried because she was sad.
Wow.
I didn't
Great.
ask her because I didn't want any spoilers.
Yeah. And there's like a lot packed in to like a lot is happening, a lot of
Mhm.
directions. So I'm interested. You got to see that one, but wait till it comes out on.
I'll wait until it comes out.
Yeah.
Movie, like we gotta get like a babysitter. It's like a whole thing. So
Yeah. Wicked, on the other hand, which we're going to talk about later, I think like needed to be seen in a theater.
I 1000% agree.
Yeah. Which I can't think of a film that like I would really passionately feel that way about, except
Great,
like maybe Titanic.
The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman. Great. Showman. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
saw that in theaters 4 times. Would see it again.
Yep.
And
Yep.
yeah,
Oh, so would I.
yeah.
Okay. Good
Okay,
one.
we'll
Good one.
we'll get back to that. Circling
Yeah.
back. To that.
You mentioned Sadie. How is the room going over? Is she still obsessed?
She's still, yeah, she still likes it. We went over the day after Thanksgiving,
Yep.
and immediately we went upstairs to like check in, and it was like still, it was like I'm, it was like I'm 10. This is my 10-year-old room clean.
Yeah.
How about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
It wasn't like when we did it, obviously, but we already knew that that was going to be a thing. And the best part is that the picture that Ange and I took of just Ange and I and like pinned it on her board is still there. So
Cute. Nice.
we're
Nice.
we're waiting for that to come down, but as of right now, it's still there.
I love that. It's hard to work your way in with these teenagers.
It really is. Yeah.
It's yeah. Um, Also, we're talking on Taylor's birthday. So happy December 13th.
I have my Taylor Swift shirt on.
I love it. That one's really cute.
It's Christmas and like this is like a like supposed to be like a pattern, like a knitted pattern, right? But it's cats with reindeer.
Oh
Just
my gosh. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So cute.
Um, Let me tell you a Taylor Swift story.
Tell me a Taylor Swift story.
I'm pretty sure we've been doing this podcast for a long time,
Hmm.
longer than I really think I realize. But I believe I told this story. Do you remember Kyle broke my snow globe
Yes.
because he was
A
at
Taylor Swift snow globe.
my lover
Yeah.
Taylor Swift snow globe?
Hmm.
He, because he is just a grown child, was running around the house like a maniac, pretending that he was in the NBA, like
Yes.
dribbling a basketball, like do 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 do, making the whole house shake.
I can't.
Tumbling down goes my lover snow globe off of the TV stand, shatters. And I
Amazing.
am heartbroken. And he was like, And he's like, I'll get you a new one. I'll get you a new one. So then I go on eBay and I look it up and I was like, yeah, you're going to get me a new one. And they were listed for $2,500.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
So now he's like mad that he broke it, but also he's now saying, like, well, why would you have this $2,500 snow globe just sitting here, you know? So
Oh my
I'm like,
gosh.
okay. So he took the snow globe and he was like, I don't know. He's like, I'm gonna get it fixed. And I was like, yeah, sure. This had to have been like 2 years ago now.
Okay. Yeah. If it was before you got married.
I feel like it was before I got married.
Yeah.
It was definitely like before I was pregnant. It
You
was a
should have
while.
you should have called it off. But anyway.
I know, truly. So it became a joke in my family because when I bought my snow globe, like I had bought Ashley one too, and Ashley and Tyler still have theirs. And Tyler's like, we need to sell this. And Ashley's like, absolutely not. To be
Yeah.
a whole thing. So Thanksgiving rolls around and it's still a joke. And Tyler had said something about like the snow globe. And I was like, because like he's still upset about it. Well, the other day, my husband, he is so sweet, I guess. He had to go out and like run me an errand. And he was taking a long time. So I obviously look at his location and he's at the post office. And I was like, what is this man doing at the post office if he's not dropping off my packages? Like he has no business being at the post office.
Yeah.
So he comes home and I was like, what were you doing? And he was like,
Yeah.
you saw where I was, huh? And I was like, well, yeah, you were taking forever. Why were you at the post office? And he's like, well, I was trying to surprise you, but now I can't. And I'm just going to tell you, he found
Got,
somebody to
got it
repair
repaired.
it,
Yeah.
and he had to send it out
Oh.
to Colorado. It got delivered,
Wow.
but he never received it.
No.
Yeah. So he like looks at the tracking and says it's delivered. It says it was delivered on a Saturday. So he
Wait,
emails
delivered to you or delivered to them?
delivered to them so they could repair
Okay.
it.
Okay.
It says it was delivered to them on a Saturday. So he emails them like it shows that it was delivered on Saturday. He goes, oh, so we don't have anybody in the shop on Saturday, and we leave a note that says don't drop off packages on Saturdays.
I don't believe this.
I'll go to the post office and check to see if they have it. So today he got an email back and said, sorry, they don't have the package. Somebody must have stole it. So sorry. And
No.
Kyle's like, no, nobody stole this package. Who would want a broken snow globe? He goes, no, they know what this package was. They took it and claimed it for themselves so they could like resell it.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Like, I just got scammed, but it's like a actual company. Like, I guess you can like look them up. So it's like sent him an email back saying like, I know that you just like took this obviously because you know the value of the snow globe. Blah blah blah. Because I guess his response of when Kyle was like, I have a Taylor Swift snow globe, something like that. And their answer was like, yeah, we know the one you're talking about. Like, as you know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like a weird response.
Yeah.
But now, before we go on this podcast, because like I got to tell you this story, I just looked them
Yeah.
up today, and now they're like $150. So
Oh,
I
well,
feel
because they did come out last year again. I don't know if like there are any differences because you had an original, I know.
I
I
had.
don't know if they were different or not, but
Oh,
I
did
know
they?
they were out. Yeah, because I was like on that site like a crazy person last year when they had like the digital tree that you could like click on and reveal stuff.
Yeah,
And
well, because you got me a different snow globe,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
which maybe shouldn't also stand on my TV stand because can't be trusted around here. But
Yeah.
anyways, that's my story. So
Wild.
you kind of immediately also thought that they just stole it.
Oh, for sure. 100%. I mean, this is also like a good lesson to all of us to do like signature required on anything because it's valuable, but it's also like pretty sentimental.
Oh yeah, so this is the 2023 is $109.
Yeah, right. So you have an original, which is different.
How would I look that up?
Type in original. I'm sure it's much more. This is like the Epcot purple monorail mug all over again.
Well, this one's that one comes with two. Okay, anyways.
I'm sure it's worth plenty.
But this guy's not gonna like get it in the box, so how oh, I guess it is different because that picture on the 2019 version is $3,200.
Yeah, yeah. He definitely like sniped that right up.
This one's 2,300.
You can start, well, I mean, if you want to be like full psycho about it, which I learned yesterday or the other day that I'm calling you first, like if I ever have suspicions that my husband is cheating on me, because you are like so good at sleuthing on people. But
Why'd you learn this the other day?
when we were working on Elfster, I was so impressed. It was unbelievable.
Okay, yeah.
So I
Nicely to the people, we will not be doing the ornament exchange next year. End of.
no. Yeah, it is an incredible amount of work for no benefit for most people.
And like, sure, we got like some appreciation, but
Yeah.
like the rude comments have actually taken away from any appreciation. Any
Yes.
moving on.
Yeah, and quickly. Um, I mean, so back to sleuthing. You could start watching eBay for like listings that include that specific snow globe that are like from their
I
same
wonder
zip
if the
code.
guy is like a literal. I bet they have like a don't you can't you have
Yes.
an eBay store?
Yeah. Yeah, there's like a deep rabbit hole you could go down for this, I feel. And like you could
Because when
even
we got on
invite
here,
the
I was
public.
like less mad because I saw the ones that were $100, but I forgot that they.
Yeah, no. Sorry. I didn't mean to reignite your flame.
But now these 2019 ones, yeah, this is like 3 grand right here.
Hmm. Yeah, and like if you're not gonna have it, you should at least have. Was the
Uh,
package insured? I guess if it's marked as delivered, you're screwed. Was there proof of delivery, like a photo?
I don't think so. No.
Okay. Ask your mom about that
Well,
part of it.
you should call the post office and like that post office wherever it went out to,
Right.
and like, did this guy even come looking for it?
Well, and there's no
Who
photo.
stole? Nobody stole that.
I mean,
I guess you could, but like you don't know it was in the box.
people steal stuff all the time, but that to me is also like pretty irresponsible because yours is both valuable and sentimental. But in general, anybody who's willing to ship their snow globe across the country for repair, it's probably like pretty important to them on some level. So you'd think they would be a little more cautious about
Yeah.
not getting packages on certain days. Like there are ways to set that up. And also, you can't tell me this is the first time this has ever happened to them. If they just like
I
have a
think,
sign and never get packages on weekends, then like you're telling me this one time they accidentally
yeah,
got the package and it accidentally got stolen. That's like, no.
that's like very sus.
Yeah. Where in Colorado is it? Can I send Megan to beat him up?
Yeah, maybe. I need to get the information now that I know about this whole situation and like actually, I will.
I'm screaming. Okay.
You know,
Um,
that's my
let
story.
Speaking of Kyle being the basketball star that he is in your home,
Mm-hmm.
we are, I think, allegedly in the middle of sports season, like big sports, like football sports.
Yeah.
Yep, I know that because Megan's here to play on the Pro Bowl meeting or whatever, but
Oh,
also um
smells
bo-
so bad. Go.
bowl games,
Oh,
right?
oh,
So
like the college bowl games.
I'm just asking. She's here for Pro Bowl stuff,
Oh,
but I'm asking also because I know I just got a text from a Penn State friend whose daughter is in the blue band,
yeah,
and she, or Jen,
yeah,
she is going, they hope, like provided Penn State wins or something, to Arizona
for a bowl game.
for a
I
bowl
assume.
game. Yeah, I think it's like the Tortilla Chip Bowl or something.
Yeah, they make crazy names.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's like the Mayo Bowl, and if you win, like the coach like gets dumped in mayo.
No.
I swear to you, it's repulsive.
Oh, I need to look that up. That's like a special kind of hell.
It's
Um,
disgusting.
but I mention it because Kyle works in sports, lives in sports, loves sports, plays sports in the house with snow globes.
Yeah.
How is Kyle? Is he alive? Have you seen him?
Like work wise,
Yeah,
or
all of it.
well, so work wise, like his job was kind of like done in the preparation of
Okay.
everything. So now it's just kind of like it runs itself. I mean, he's still busy with work, obviously. He
Yeah,
always is.
yeah.
But no, he's like living and thriving, and like I feel like I shouldn't talk about this, but I want to, but I just like I'm afraid to jinx it.
Okay. Tell me
So
later. Oh,
I no, I'll do it. Because it's like really exciting and it's like fun in our household right now.
yeah.
Remember, well, I do it for Pixie, like my survivor pool.
Yeah.
Okay, so like you have to pick a team a week to win.
Hmm.
And but they obviously do these pools like way bigger for
Right.
books and stuff. Like
Is
Pixies
this
is
is this the squares thing?
no.
Okay. Okay.
No, I don't understand how you don't know no squares.
I
That's
still
we can do a whole separate podcast on that. That's
great.
um even like Ashton does those, but for like
Ashton loves sports.
Yeah, I know, but I just feel like
She
okay,
goes to a sporting event almost every night with her kids. She loves Alabama. What do you mean?
I guess, but like I'm just saying it wasn't like an up here thing. Irrelevant. That's on you.
Okay.
Um, the survivor is like you pick one team.
Hmm.
Let me put it in. So if you picked Kansas City Chiefs on week one,
Yeah.
you cannot pick them again.
Oh.
Okay. So you have to like be strategic on your pickings.
Oh.
So every year there's a pool, and like Kyle, Reed, and Todd all do one,
Okay.
like individually, with
Okay.
the agreement that they'll split if somebody makes it.
Cool.
So Reed has made it the farthest like anybody in this family has ever made it.
Oh.
There's like it started with like I want it like a lot, like thousands, like hundreds of thousands, maybe people in this pool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And he's down to the last 100 people.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's like real stressful in our household every Sunday.
Do you only win like one winner takes all, or like any people who pick the winning team split? There's no like,
So we're kind of we've never like they've never made it this far.
yeah.
So they are hoping that when it gets to like a certain amount of people that maybe it's this one's through DraftKings, that DraftKings will like put them in contact with each other and be like, "Hey, do you just want to like split
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
rather than keep going?" But also, I don't know what well, I guess we go into what 18 weeks of football and right now we're on week 14. Like it doesn't go into playoffs. So, yeah, I guess if the ties, then you must have to split.
Yeah, yeah. Like more than one person has to pick the right team at the end, right? There's no way it could only be one.
Yeah, I think it would have to be more than one person.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so it's like stressful around here.
Oh my gosh. And it's
Yeah,
just win or lose. That's it.
win or lose. Like the
That's
team has,
amazing.
yeah.
Whew.
They'll be
Good.
like whatever team he picks, the opponent will like score a touchdown, and then they're both like, "We're done, we're done, we're done," and we're like, "It's the first quarter, settle down." We have
Yeah.
like Ange and I are just always here like keeping the peace.
Boys are so annoying like
I
that.
but that's yeah. So Kyle's like well and good, but
That's keeping him alive. Yeah,
uh,
I feel that.
like thriving. They all
Amazing.
yeah yeah. Anywho, yeah, sports,
Sports. Go
sports,
sports.
sports. Um,
Um, your
what
turn.
like, well, where have you been? What have you been doing?
Oh, yeah, me. I don't know. My mom had knee replacement surgery,
Oh
so
yeah,
I've been doing a lot with her, helping. And for the record, if any of our listeners go through this with a parent, let me know because I have made all of the Canva documents for like pill scheduling and exercise scheduling and appointment planning and
yeah.
all. Um, we've been doing that. I'm looking over here at AJ and I went to a backyard floral arrangement class.
Okay.
It was cute. AJ's was about 47 times cuter than mine. All the little old ladies he was, of course, the only man. And all the women were like, "Oh, you're so good. I was like, sit down. Don't build his ego anymore. He like drew a diagram while she was teaching. He was like eyeing up what was
Oh
available. It was
gosh.
hilarious, but very cute. Um, what
Um,
else? I don't know.
did your contractor come and finish your bar?
Nope.
Nice.
Nope. Nope.
Nice.
Yeah. Nope. No, nope.
Looks good though.
Thanks. Do
Oh,
you?
see, I see what you did. You hid the bag with the garland.
I hid the bag.
The bag
Oh yeah, yes. Yes.
where
Yeah.
what he's supposed to come and finish. You were like, ah, I'll just put some garland here.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
working with what we got.
yeah. That's great. Yeah.
Do you collect like special ornaments like every year or something?
Yeah, I'm big into ornaments.
Okay. So I should show you these. I'm gonna tilt my camera up, but they're so cute. Do you see those up there?
Oh my gosh, they are so cute.
Victoria turned me on to them, and they are like custom wooden trees. I don't know, but they have bars across them, and you hang. Because my mom gets us like a custom painted ornament every year that has like stuff that happened that year on it.
So,
Um,
uh,
and we don't even have a tree up. We haven't, I think, last year either. But um,
what?
I know because I love real ones, and I'm like thinking about getting a fake, but I'll only get it if it has like more lights than branches. I need like an intense amount of lights, and that's just like a hard combination to find. Like, and at the right price, and they need to like twinkle. They can't just be like stagnant. I'd really like a Govee tree or something that can go between colored and white. Not that I would ever do colored. I don't know,
So
just to
why
keep in
don't you?
mind.
So like Ashton has a fake tree that has like white lights on it, but then she strings colored lights on it, and she strings twinkly lights on it, so it's like lit.
But if I'm gonna string the lights every year, I'm gonna just buy a real one.
I guess.
I need it to, if it's gonna be fake, it like needs to be perfect.
I like
We
mine. Pretty fake.
I even have lighted garland. So it's just like chunks of lights that just like go around to make like the
But you're
garland.
add on it, so you can still do the fake tree.
Yeah, but I want lights everywhere. So
Well, now currently you have no lights because you don't have a tree.
currently I have no lights, but I have two garlands, so it's fine.
No, this was no.
Okay. All right. All right. We'll work on it. We'll work on it. I
I,
don't have anywhere to put a tree right now.
that's false. I You could find a place to put if I find a place to put the freaking tree
You're
with
right.
all
You're right.
the freaking crap everywhere, you can find a place to put the tree.
You're
Here
right.
we're no.
Where
Nice
did
try.
you put yours?
Over here, like not in a great spot, but it's there.
It's not in the mudroom. Yeah.
No,
Cool.
it's not. We were gonna take the chair out and put it where the chair is, but that's Reed's spot where he sits for football, and he doesn't like to us when we take it away. So
I feel that. It's probably his lucky spot.
maybe, but it's so now we have the tree here. I'll show
I like
you.
it. Yeah.
Oh, there's Bruin.
Hey, Brew Brew.
Do you see it yet?
Oh, beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What a little scene right there.
Cute. It's cute.
It's really cute. I
Anyways.
love that.
Okay, so if you were to put up a tree,
Yeah.
when you decorate your tree,
Yeah.
are you like a themed tree, or I feel like you would be a themed tree, or are you like all the things tree?
Yeah. That's a hard one for me. I grew up with an all the things tree.
Yeah.
And because my mom has like, my dad passed away and my mom sold our house and like moved here, I've inherited like what's left of the ornaments that I wanted.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of like weird, sentimental, mismatched ornaments, but that's like not for me. So
Really? Oh.
I know. So I want, and I've done like a themed tree before, but like, of course, that like offends people because it's not, the ornament that Bobby Sue bought me in 2019 that
Yeah.
whatever.
You're kind of somebody who has zero trees, but really should have multiple trees. So you could
Right.
have like a themed tree, but then also the
Yeah.
sentiment.
Yeah. Like one year I did like dusty pinks and gold, and I like dipped all the gold ornaments in like sugared glitter. It was like a whole, they were beautiful, but now I just like don't, they're all over here in totes and I'm going to put them away because it's not going to happen. We're too close to Christmas.
Yeah, I wouldn't say go out and buy like a tree now because it's
Yeah.
too expensive for like 10 days, but
Yeah. Yeah.
wow, I'm disappointed in you.
I know. I know. I
Huh.
know.
Okay. Well,
That's where we're at. And I most recently my theme is I'm trying to embrace this like chaos, and I got these multicolored balls
yeah. Yeah.
in Mexico, I think, or somewhere we went this year on a trip, and I'm trying to do more like rainbow. These are like rainbow
Yeah, it's cute.
nutcrackers. Yeah, so I was like I could do those on a tree. I made AJ buy like 8 strands of these artisanal handmade rainbow balls from some lady who was like, made them with her blood, sweat, and tears. So they were expensive. And I was like, just get them.
You
And
didn't get a tree.
yeah, now they're just here. But I do get a lot of compliments on video calls, so we take what we can get.
I regret complimenting it because like you're over here acting like your house is fully decorated for Christmas when really all that you have is right behind you. You're like, yeah,
No.
I'm gonna the call with my decorations right behind me.
Oh man, no. I have decorations everywhere. I have a runner on this table. I have Merry Christmas banners behind me. I have gnomes on the valet. There's stuff everywhere. I wrapped my plants in tinsel.
But but okay,
Just no tree. It's all right.
it really makes no sense.
I know. Just
Moving on.
where I'm at. Yeah. Uh
Okay,
yeah, let's talk about Wicked.
let's talk about Wicked.
I want to tell the people at home that you and I have not really debriefed besides like a few texts about
Correct.
your thoughts.
Do we have anything else to discuss today?
No.
Okay, great. So just like I just wanted to like give the people a warning. Like if you haven't seen Wicked, I don't know if we'll like say spoilers, but like
I
Carrie will
are
chat like
are there people in the world who I guess that's rude of me to say. I live in the musical theater bubble, so I've seen Wicked like 4,000 times, but are there people who don't know the story?
oh yeah,
Okay, that's wild. Okay.
my father-in-law and Kyle.
Oh my Kyle. Oh,
He didn't know until we went.
let's flash back to him thinking that World of Color was better than Phantasmic, but then
We
wow,
moved on to no,
wow.
he okay, so my father-in-law took my niece to go see Wicked before we got to see Wicked.
Yeah.
Because he just all the media coverage like
Yeah.
sucked and he was like, I want to go see it. So they went and he called me at 10 o'clock at night after he went, which like made me nervous. And I was like, your dad's calling me what? And I pick it up. He's like, it's so good. It's so good. You have to go see it. You have to go see it.
Oh.
And then I had showed you, but it was like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days later, he texted me. He was like, I'm so disappointed in you. And I was like, why? And he's like, because you haven't seen Wicked yet. And I was like, yeah, I mean, same, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just
It
funny. But
took you a long time.
it did take us a long time because we had to get like a babysitter. Brooks can't go see Wicked.
Yeah.
And it was worth it the wait.
Yeah. Unbelievable, right? Is that like your headline? Give me like one word headline.
I think it would be like unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And Kyle was like, holy crap.
yeah. Are you getting a lot of the like targeted Instagram whatever stuff that's like behind the scenes now? Or is that just me?
Was I was before and I was like watching them and like NBC did a little special on it and I watched that before.
Nice,
Um
nice.
it's just yeah, I guess if people that don't I think I'll keep telling people that don't know like she did her own stunts.
Who? Cynthia?
Yeah, and
Well,
was
both of them. Yeah.
I know, but Cynthia had more like
Yeah.
stunts
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and was like sing like it
Yeah,
was
it's
sang
live.
well filming like crazy, crazy, crazy,
Unbelievable. Yeah.
crazy. Okay, besides, I asked Kyle the other day, like not including Defying Gravity, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, do you have like a favorite song or slash like musical scene in the movie?
Yeah, that's hard. My favorite song from Act One or like film one is The Wizard and I. It's actually my favorite song in the whole show, The Wizard and I. And
Okay,
I think that Cynthia did great, but that is like the one song that I would prefer original cast on.
interesting. Okay,
Um, in the film, I loved Ariana's version of Popular, and I just think it like showed her acting skills in like such a who knew? We all knew, but like who knew?
she was great. She portrayed that role like so perfectly, and her little like just like her little cutesy humor things that she did were just so spot on.
Totally agree. She's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And like not trying to, I mean, I'm sure she was trying to be, but like it just was like very authentic.
very. But I
Yeah.
almost that she's like so into the character now that
Yeah.
her interviews, like she's just like Glinda forever. I don't know.
Well, and I listened to an interview with Kristen Chenoweth, who's the original Glinda on
Mhm.
Broadway, and she said she remembers like a young Ariana Grande coming up to her in her dressing room like a million years ago when she was Glinda and said like, "I'm gonna play this role one day," and she was like, "Okay," but
Yeah.
like here we are.
Yeah. I think that's like what makes it even better. And maybe it's because I've seen all these interviews of like
Yeah, yeah,
how much like Cynthia and Ariana like wanted these roles and they had to like fully like audition for
yep,
them. And there's been videos now like circulating of them like getting the call they got the part of them just like sobbing. And I don't know, that's just so cool to watch somebody who is at their level of like fame
right.
then get something that they didn't ever actually think that they could, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know,
Yeah,
it's really cool. Really, really cool.
yeah, it's hard to like shock somebody who
Yeah,
lives
who
that life
yeah,
daily.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What
Um
was your favorite song from the movie?
Dancing Through Life.
That's a hot take.
I
AJ calls that a skip.
I loved that whole scene. Like
Yeah.
from beginning to end, which is like a 10-minute song on the soundtrack. And that whole thing was so great. I loved it.
Yeah,
Loved
the dancing is great. And the book wheels.
Yes, and like how that was like actually built and they were actually doing that on there. And I've watched the all the behind the scenes stuff. Like when he's dancing on the books, he's like he like actually learned how to do that and like flip the page. Like I just thought it was great. Thought it was
Yeah.
great.
And he was like traveling because he was also shooting Bridgerton.
Yeah,
So they would like send a choreographer to him to
crazy.
learn the dances and then like he would come in and do that. Like unbelievable.
Oh, good. Um,
Wait, I want to back up for a minute. I'm gonna give my like Wicked story, and then I want you to tell yours.
okay.
I saw Wicked, original Broadway cast. I think Adina was out, but Kristen was in. Um, but like original year back in the day. In high school, I saw it with like my best friends, Kevin and Stephanie, and like a bunch of other high school people. We went on a school trip. It was amazing. We all fell in love with the show, whatever. Since then I've seen it like 47,000 times because I'm so lucky that Kevin, one of my best friends, works on Wicked, as you know, Kevin,
Yeah,
um, full time. So he's like all Wicked all the time.
yeah,
And he's super passionate about it. And so he is always talking about it. What's the latest and greatest? What's exciting in the pipeline? All the stuff. Um, and he's been super hyped. So it's been like really cool. Number one, as someone who grew up with it, and as someone who knows someone like in some capacity. He works on the Broadway portion, but
right.
like attached to the whole thing. I'm like so proud, right?
Yeah, because it's like awesome to see something that is maybe only for like the theater people, the theater crowd, right? Like, yeah, a lot of people know of Wicked, but the example I already said was that like my father-in-law and Kyle had no idea,
Yeah.
right? But now you have it like broadcasted to everybody and like everybody can see what Wicked is about. And I don't know, that's cool for Kevin to he has been working on it for so long, but now like the entire world gets to see it.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Yes. And to be fair to Kevin, this is not even like the most spectacular thing he's done. He like worked on the Olympics in Vancouver. He has done like literally everything. I went to the Tony Awards dress rehearsals a couple years with Kevin. Like he's always doing something cool. But
Right.
yeah, so I've been obsessed with the show a long time. Stephanie and I got to go see it most recently, like a month before the film came out. Kevin got us tickets. So it's like fresh and I don't know. It's been like a really fun reliving. Our group chat, the three of us, is like super active right now, and we're like, "Oh, did you notice in minute three, person four on the piano, there's a sheet music, and do you think it's such and such?" reflecting onto what's coming
Yeah.
next. Like I have the Wicked Stanleys. We every day we're like trying to find the Wicked Stanleys for one another because we each want like a different variation, and it's
I'll be
been
on the lookout here.
we got them all.
Oh, good. Okay.
It's been crazy though. So like
Yeah.
people have like ordered them for Target pickup and then they get to the store and they're not there and crazy. So that's my Wicked. What you've seen the show on Broadway. Or
Well, I saw it, the touring
yeah,
version. It came to Boston literally like a year or two ago. Very, very,
amazing.
it was the first time that I've ever seen it. My grandmother and I went. And yeah, I mean, obviously, like I loved it, but I didn't really know anything about Wicked until I seen that one show.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I think I had memory problems because I don't really remember, like I remembered the show, but like I don't really remember the storyline or something. So
Same with AJ. And sometimes I like wonder if he has a hole in his head because he also has seen it 46,000 times. And we talk about it all the time with Kevin and whatever. But I don't even want to give anything away because we know it, but like I'll mention something very basic and he'll be like, what?
no, I
And
feel like that, but I've also only seen it once. And now, yeah,
so funny.
I
So
don't know.
funny.
Um, but I honestly, when it was coming out, like I obviously, like we've all heard that Wicked was in the works, right?
Yeah.
When it was talked about in the works, I was like, oh, that's gonna be cool that like Wicked's coming to a movie. But I wasn't like hyped to see it. Like I
Right.
was, I'll see it when I see it. And then the algorithm, I think, on Instagram and Facebook just started showing me like all the interviews and all the things. And then I was like watching all of the stuff on TV and I just became like, I have to go see this. I have to see,
Yeah.
I have to see it. I have to see it. And then I had my father-in-law like, you have to go see this. And I was like, well, shit, if he's saying,
Yeah.
well, what are we doing? And then yeah, so I finally like my mom watched Brooks so we could go and see it. And we like left. I feel like I'm not supposed to say this, but like Kyle cried at the end. And then
Oh.
we like left the theaters and we had to like go to like some stores and then there's like Kyle just Kyle singing wrong,
Oh,
kept
I
singing,
love that.
he kept singing, I'm limitless. That's not the words. And he's still like
Yes.
he'll start singing, he keeps saying limitless. And I was like, it's unlimited. Like what?
That is
It's so good. But he yeah.
hilarious.
Uh, he I almost think he like liked it more than me. He is hyped. Yeah.
Well, he went in totally blind, right?
Totally blind. And
Yeah.
to the point though that like him and his dad still don't know any like they don't know what
Like
happens
plot two, part
too.
two. Yeah.
So they're like calling each other talking about like what could happen.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, so they have no idea and obviously like we easily could look it up, but I don't say anything and yeah, they're like this is what's going to happen next year. I also the whole part one and part two situation, I was like, okay, cool. We're gonna end up waiting like 3 years for part two. But no, it's already has a release date of next
Yeah.
November.
Because it's done. Yeah.
So that, oh, it's done?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was like already filmed.
Yeah. They're done.
That's because they like built all those sets. I can't imagine like just storing them till they got around to it.
Exactly.
But I was like, oh, for sure we're gonna be waiting forever. But no, it's next November. But I
Thank
posted,
God.
which you did message me about. My one complaint is the release date that it's like so close to Christmas. But
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Because you're like singing Wicked music.
yeah, I keep listening to the Wicked soundtrack instead of Christmas songs, and like your
Oh,
girl loves
same.
Christmas songs, but like I can't now.
I feel that. We got Govee lights in our backyard, like patio lights. And I've been bugging AJ for like a month to do some kind of like rainbow or something, Christmas color, something other than white. And the other day I came home and we have a Alexa in the garage, and I came in and I hear it. Like I open the door and it goes, "It's me." And then all the lights in the backyard are green. And I'm like, what is happening here? Like,
I it's
okay.
yeah, it's like it's so good. It's so good. And back to the comment that we said at the beginning of the pod about needing to like see it in theaters.
Yeah.
when I got out of the movie, Ashley had texted me how good is Wicked? I want to see it so bad. And I was like, it's unbelievable. You need to go and see it. And then she said like Tyler wants to wait until it comes out in theaters. And I was like, no, it comes out
Yeah,
at home.
at home.
I said no, it's a in like see in theater movie.
I totally agree. And what a feat.
It yeah,
It
it
it's funny because Kevin got to go to like previews of it and stuff, and he texted us and said, have you ever heard of a film with this level of production value? And I immediately was like, Kevin, respectfully sit down. Like, we live at Disney. We have blockbuster, amazing films all the time. That I mean, think about Avatar, think about Titanic. I don't know, just like other no, like
yeah.
I'm sure it's wonderful, but like you live in the musical theater bubble, and so I think you think it's better than it is. And when we walked out the first time, that was the first text I sent, like, I owe you a severe apology. It had extraordinary production value.
Did you watch like the NBC special?
No.
Oh, you should watch it because it's really like fascinating and it goes like behind the thing. And like one thing I'll say is even like the tulip fields,
Those are real.
they,
Yeah.
they grew those like to make it look like because they needed it to look like that. Like what?
Like real.
That's crazy. The amount of like
Um,
technology that you can use nowadays and they like still chose to not.
and even what you were saying earlier about like Cynthia doing her own stunts, like they could have just had her like sit on a log and sing and made her look
Yeah,
like she was flying around. I mean, I know she wasn't literally flying, but like kind of.
kind of
So
enough that it should be like hitting those notes
unbelievable.
like crazy.
Um, what was I going to ask you? You've seen Wizard of Oz, like the film, the old film.
Like forever ago. I don't know if I could like tell you anything about it.
We need to watch it again. But you know, I mean, you knew like the basic, you know, there's a yellow brick road, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know the song Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Yes.
You know that there's like a Wicked Witch of the West that's
Right.
green, and you
Right.
know that there's like a good witch that's pink, or
Yeah.
like I think she was more white, pink. Um, all that stuff. Obviously that's like so Wicked is like a prequel to
Uh,
that. So
yes.
this is all what's happened. Their original tagline was like so much happened before Dorothy dropped in, which is what we're learning about in Wicked, but um there were so many references in the film that I don't even know if most people picked up on, but like the opening scene, there's like a rainbow and bluebirds flying over it, which is like a line from
Uh,
Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
yeah.
There's musical references to like If I Only Had a Brain, which is like the song that the Scarecrow sings, right?
Yeah.
Scarecrow.
Yeah.
Um,
Or
in
yeah.
I think it's him. Yeah, because I think the Tin Man has no heart,
But yeah.
the lion has no courage, and the scarecrow has no brain. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, the Cynthia Erivo like running through the fields of wheat, which is like very Kansas, just like so cool. All those references that you might like never notice and never care about, but if you know this story, there still was like so much to pick up on.
Yeah. Well, that was like the one I just can't believe that I didn't know this before watching the movie. I still feel like I'm not supposed to say it on the pod in case people didn't see it. But when they get to Oz
Yeah.
and they had the original,
Oh, I know what you're saying. I know what you're...
like how is that not all over Instagram?
Yeah, I think I'm surprised more people didn't expect that.
Really?
I am, but I also heard them give an interview and uh Kristen, they say to Kristen and Adina, like, oh, did you love the film? Whatever. And they're like, yeah, we were so honored to be part of it. And they said, like, did you have any critiques or like things you didn't want to do in your little cameo? And Adina goes, no. And then Kristen goes, well, they did originally write us in as like old crusty witches, and Adina didn't really like that. So now we're like glamorous fairy witches, and that worked better for us. And Adina was like, I wasn't gonna bring that up, but it's like kind of funny though. You're like,
That is really funny.
of
But
course
just
they
like,
didn't want to be disgusting.
but like having like Ariana and Cynthia staying there, like watching them perform, and like the way that they like filmed that, of like looking back and forth at each other, it was as if like I don't know, that was like really cool.
I hope people know, like, you're very smart to have known that that's what was happening because you're not like a musical theater person. So, how to recognize like Kristen and Adina. I know everybody knows Adina now because of like Wicked or Frozen and stuff, but like, I think some people might miss that and just think those are like two people, two actors.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Kyle didn't know, but we
Right.
were, and I was like, they're the original guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he
That's
was
what,
like,
yeah. Like incredible
yeah,
moments.
yeah, just 10.
Um, yeah, 15 out of 10. You said Kyle teared up. Did you tear up at all?
Surprisingly, no.
Wow.
I know, but I also I think I almost think it's because I watched too many interviews and clips and like all the things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel
Like
that.
I knew too much, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think part two is gonna blow us all away.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I didn't know it was already like made though. That's like or filmed.
I think
Interesting.
that's why the girls are so like fragile about it right now because it's like over for them. Like not over, but I think it was like you can just tell when they talk, Cynthia and Ari, that they are like deeply connected and it was very
Yeah,
important to them. And
for
I
sure.
think it's over. Like they're gonna do press again next year probably, but the filming is over, the daily, like being together all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you can
That,
just feel that.
yeah, yeah. They're getting like, man, you read the comment section on any, I'm like, people are brutal out there.
I don't get that. I
I,
don't get like all I have heard people in person make comments to me about like Ariana's body. And I'm
that,
like,
yeah, messed up. But like the comments of like how like close they're being, I'm like, well, I don't know, have you ever had like your dreams come true? And that you've just been like living it for the past however long years, like
yeah,
crazy. I don't
yeah,
know.
being like with, I would say they're best friends. And
Yeah,
like with your best friend on a trip overseas, you get to put on a princess outfit every day. Or like in Cynthia's case, she like loves her talon nails and like her whole vibe, like
yeah,
into a literal like wonderland,
yeah,
sing these like crazy iconic songs. All of it had to be like, so I feel that way on a lot of levels, like when you and I do a Disney staycation, because
sure,
like
right?
you're
But
just
like
like immersed, it's fun, we're hanging out, the magic is
these
hanging out.
girls are like, I can't even think of a dream that I have for
Yeah,
my life that would be as big as the dream that they are living.
right, right. And they
Yeah,
like earned it, and I think they're being well received, which is probably a scary feeling to not know like are the people, because people have all this weird shit to say like she's this, that, whatever. You never know, but
yeah.
like
Well,
overwhelmingly I think people have loved them.
absolutely, yeah, yeah. I feel like people who are like talking on those comments are people they must have like not seen the movie because you it literally could not have been casted any more perfectly in my mind.
I totally agree. Did
Yeah.
you, you're a movie person, so I think I already know the answer to this, but did you like it better or worse than the show, the stage show?
Uh, I personally liked it better,
The movie,
but
yeah.
I've only seen the show once,
True.
and I was like, I mean, I wasn't sitting like front row,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and like it wasn't on like New York City Broadway. It was the
Yeah.
tour, which I'm not saying was bad by any means. Like
It's just different. Yeah.
if it ever tours around, you go and see it, but anything that you see on like New York City Broadway is going to be like a spectacular over what you're seeing touring. So yeah,
You got it.
So I feel like
Yeah.
I can't I can't correctly answer that, you know?
Yeah. There well, and there's definitely like pros and cons to both. Like here, I know the girls sang live in the film, but literally being in the same room as
It's
someone who's
yeah,
making those sounds is like
different.
transformative.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Like my grandmother did text because I texted my grandmother the other day and I was like, did you go see Wicked yet? And she said, no. I said, you need to. And she said, is it better than the play? And I said, yes.
yeah.
Even Kyle is like obsessed. And she's like, oh, we'll have to go see. So I don't know if she's
Oh,
went yet.
good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
also like a lot to pick up on in one. I mean, there are still, and you and I should chat later because I don't want to give a lot of things away, but like so much to pick up on that it's like seeing Hamilton. When I saw Hamilton live in New York, that show is so fast that if you
Yeah.
already know it, you have no idea what's
Yeah.
going on.
Imagine that. Yeah.
Whereas like in the movie, you can like pause, I don't know, listen, pause,
So
like context clues.
Ashton went and saw it. She took the kids and she was like, I knew absolutely nothing about Wicked. Like she had no like they watched like Wizard of Oz before going to see it, but still knew
Oh,
nothing.
cute.
And her take was like it was really good. It was really, really good. But she's like, I did feel that it was like really slow to get into. And I was like, oh, interesting.
Oh,
And she's
interesting.
like,
Yeah, that is interesting.
yeah, because I was like, really? Like that's like crazy to me. I absolutely loved it. And she's like, I'm not saying I didn't love it. I just like thought it was like slow.
Slow to build. Yeah.
Slow. Yeah.
Oh, see, I feel like it's quick because there's like just that miniature intro scene where in like Munchkin Land or whatever, and then like she like has a reflection into the past and they
And
start.
then I think she even thought like even leading up to that was probably slow.
What was before that?
Well, because like even like the past of like Alphaba is I think maybe what I don't know. I didn't ask more details.
Interesting, interesting. And what did you think about uh who do you think was worse, Madam? Not like performatively, but like eat more evil, Madame Morrible or the Wizard?
Oh, madam.
Isn't that wild?
Because she like well, because she has like a longer storyline, I feel like. I also like the like Oz and whatnot, like the wizard, like I kind of already knew kind of that part from the play.
Yeah,
So I feel like I already had like my like I don't really remember like again, I don't remember a whole lot from the play. So
yeah,
like I already knew the situation with the wizard.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But Madam, whatever her name is, I don't remember any of that from the play.
Well, and I think so
No, where she's like
they both are like literally wonderful in the beginning of their stories, right? Like Madame Morrible is like this amazing professor taking you under her
yeah,
wing, doing all the things, but she's like a little, I don't know, bitchy or something.
yeah, for
And
sure.
then like shit hits the fan. The
Yeah.
wizard, everybody's like, he's the best, he's the greatest, he's this and that. And he even
Yeah.
in this, I mean, in both versions, but I think they even play it up a little more in this one, is like played up to be this nice guy with like feelings, emotions. He like bounces the moon around, right? And like, I don't know, just seems like nice. But then he switches too. But she, I don't know, just feels like he reveals his deception right away.
Yeah.
It's like a shock. You're like, oh, you're like a bad
Yeah,
guy.
that's kind of what I mean because it was like so long and drawn out of
Yeah.
like she's like the professor and she like everybody wants to like work with her and yada yada yada. So like yeah, that's where I think it was like her. But I
Yeah.
also somebody said it and I probably shouldn't have, but I was like reading the comments on the pod group
Yeah.
of people's opinions and somebody had said like her song how she doesn't really sing and she just like talks. And 1000 it was almost like that part was a little awkward to watch.
I totally agree. And I don't watch a lot of like TV, so I didn't know she's like very famous.
Oh, yeah, I didn't
She's
know.
like, oh yeah, she's like a some kind of Academy Award winner or some Emmy,
Does
I
she
don't
not-
know, whatever. No, but she doesn't sing. And oh, she didn't sing in this film. She talked, which is fine.
which
But
is
yeah,
fine.
it
Just
just wasn't, yeah.
just make it her acting. Don't even try to put a song over it. It was like
Yeah.
that part was like it was real awkward to watch. I was like, what are we doing?
Especially because Cynthia Erivo like rips right
Yeah.
afterwards.
So it was
Yeah.
like, why is she just like that part was weird to me. But
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree.
anyways.
I I loved it. I'm so excited for the next one.
How many times did you go and
I don't even know. Too
you've seen
many.
in theaters?
Like 100 times. Yeah. Because we have the AMC movie pass.
Yeah.
So this is like embarrassing. I now have like a Wicked bag and I have like because we only go to the AMC theaters that have heated reclining seats and we get like a twofer and put up the middle. So we have like a couch, the two of
Yeah.
us, and we bring our own blanket and we bring our own snackies and we just like fully move in. It's like a whole, I bring my own 3D glasses so that we don't have to keep getting a new pair.
So yeah, you're just like it's like Tuesday night after dinner and you're like
Right.
nothing's on TV. You want to go see Wicked again?
Literally. Literally.
Amazing.
We're
So
yeah, we're committed. We and
uh,
AJ like loves it. AJ's singing it we're in the car and he's like, I'm like, what do you want on? And he's like, Wicked. And I'm like,
no,
again?
yeah, Kyle asked the other day to put the Wicked soundtrack on, and I was like, okay,
Yeah, right. Say less.
yeah, yeah, it's great. It's great.
This is my final question for you. Which or character, I guess, in general, do you identify with the most or like the most or however you want to take that?
Well, so you asked that last time, and I still just feel like I'm in between,
Yeah.
but I
Still?
guess probably more like Glinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're both like
Well,
pretty intense characters.
Alpha was like a little too serious for me.
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely not me by any means.
She's like, yeah, carrying a grudge for sure.
Yeah, which, but like, I can carry her grudge too. So that, I got like a little alpha on my shoulder, but like, for the most part, I
You're a
feel like,
Glinda.
yeah,
I love that.
we already know what you are.
Are you gonna say Glinda?
Duh.
I think I'm like a Glinda with an Elphaba underneath.
Yeah,
I'm
that's kind of,
like,
yeah.
I'm an Elphaba in a Glinda's clothing.
No, no, yeah, maybe.
Like I want the glitter and the dress and the wand and the hair and the pink and all those things. But
Okay.
also like on the weekends I'll take the broomstick. You know.
Fair. That's fair. That's what I mean. Is like I'm Glinda like most of the time, but like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
then you steal my snow globe and I'm gonna be Alphaba.
You tell him.
Yeah, you get it.
That's the truth. I can't believe. I Please keep us abreast of what happens next in the Snow Globe saga. And if you need additional backup, you know where to find us.
Okay, great.
Amazing.
Somebody, I'm gonna do my research because if they have an Instagram, like
Yep. Yep.
charge.
Yes.
Not that I have like that many followers, but we'll see.
Yes, you do.
We'll see what they can do.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Small and mighty.
Right?
I love it.
Alrighty. Oh, we went over time.
That's all right. The people love us. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I hope.
Oh my gosh. Tell
Also,
us your thoughts on Wicked at
yeah,
home.
again. Also shout out, speaking of people loving us, the like year wrapped or whatever from Spotify, I got tagged in more people that we were like one of their top three
Oh.
podcasts, and that's just like so crazy to me.
And hard to do because we never release episodes.
I know. Seriously. So bad.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah. We'll maybe see you next week. Maybe not. You never know.
Gotta keep you on your toes.
Alrighty. Bye. Guys.
Bye.